Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. Today, Nasria and I are going to discuss or present to you the Unit 6 Social Literacy. But before that, since we don't have an actual presentation, let us assume that this activity is already done. Social literacy. Before we proceed to our formal discussion, let us first read the objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students are expected to define social literacy, value the importance of social literacy, and design an instructional material that can be used in integrating social literacy in related disciplines. What is social literacy? It entails the development of social skills, knowledge, and positive human values toward desire and ability in human beings to act and react positively and responsibly in a wide range of complex social settings. So si social literacy, ito yung our ability to understand how to behave properly when we are with other people. So, tinutulungan niya tayo para mag-build ng good relationships, work well with other groups or in our community, or so that we can communicate clearly. So, this means that we know how to listen and speak politely or respect differences and of course to solve problem peacefully. So, hindi lang tayo natututo through reading books lang, kundi natututo tayo through our everyday experiences. For example, yon sabi ko kanina, kung paano tayo makipag-socialize within other people. So, napapractice na natin yung social literacy. So, ang social literacy, we know that it is very important for us, of course. Kasi nga, we always surrounded by different people. So, maaring sa bahay natin, sa school, sa ating sa work, or even in the community. So, if we know how to act and react in the right way, we can avoid fights. And we can build trust, and of course, we can create a more positive environment for everyone. Can be acquired through social process of inquiry, values, exploration, and social decision making that relate to acquisition of knowledge and understanding. Arthur Davison and Stowe 2000. So yun, according kila Arthur and Davison and Stowe, of course, sabi nila na we learn social literacy through sa pagtatanong natin or even in understanding values like our honesty, or it can be in the other people, and making decisions that we show care about others. So it helps us grow as responsible members of the society. So sa school, 'di ba? So ang teacher is pinapakita nila yung social literacy sa pamamagitan ng kung paano sila mag-act or kung paano sila mag-talk within their admins, or it can be to their fellow teachers, sa parents, sa ating mga students, of course sa ibang tao pang makakasalamuhan nila. Of course, sila ipinapakita nila yung respect and understanding within the people who surrounds them. Of course, the good communication. Sa students naman sa atin, pinapakita natin yung social literacy through the way we interact with the people and things around us. Kagaya rin ng teacher, di ba? Sa mga taong nakapaligid sa atin. So, kung meron tayong ganyan, social literacy, kung marunong tayong makipag-deal with others in a respectful and responsible way, we are effective, what do you call that? We are an effective society or an effective communicators. So, let us proceed to social skills. An integral part of functioning in society. It involves good manners, communicating effectively with others, being considerate of others' feelings, and expressing personal needs. So, si social skills, it is our ability rin naman to, the way we used to interact with others in a respectful and effective way. So, it includes using good manners, speaking clear politely, and listening to others, understanding how they feel, of course. These skills also help us para ma-express natin yung ating own thoughts and needs without being rude or hurtful. So, being socially skilled means we know how to behave in different situations. Like, yun, everywhere, kung saan man tayo naroroon, sa school, sa work, or even within our friends. Also, these skills is very important, of course, kasi nga, they help us build good relationships within the people who surrounds us. Sa mga bata naman is they gain social skills through playing, while sa mga adults is they obtain it by interrelating with others. It can be both verbally or spoken language and non-verbally, those gestures. Yan, si social skills are very important for us, right? Kasi nga sa school, they help build, maintain, and grow relationships of students with classmates, peers, teachers, students, and others. While for teachers naman, with their superiors, colleges, parents, students, and others. Okay, we are in social skill, build, maintain, grow relationships. Teachers and students attain them through, okay, first we have gaining ideas, information, techniques, and perspectives from people with different areas of expertise. Okay, so number 1, gaining ideas, information, techniques, and perspectives from people with different areas of expertise. Ibig sabihin, matututo tayo mula sa ibang tao na may iba't ibang knowledge or perspective. So halimbawa, maaaring may alam ang isang teacher sa science na hindi alam nung teacher sa math. So through pakikipag-ugnayan natin sa kanila is mas lumalawak yung ating kaalaman. Okay, let us proceed to number 2. Providing their own perspective for the benefit of others. So dito sa number 2 is ibinabahagi rin natin, of course, yung our own opinion, yung mga experiences natin para makatulong sa iba. So sa ganitong paraan is natututo tayo or natututo rin yung ibang tao mula sa atin. Number 3, accomplishing tasks collaboratively. So number 3 naman is it means that this is about our pakikipag-collaborate within other people para matapos yung isang task or isang project. So, it is important na magkaroon tayo ng unity and teamwork, of course, para marating yung objective natin or goal natin. Number 4, providing mutual support. So here, in times of the problem or even hardest or tough times, dapat nating isupport yung bawat isa. So, maaring it is a simple, it can be sa pamamagitan ng pakikinig natin or can be pagbibigay natin ng mga payo or even na pagtulong natin sa mga gawain. So, number 5, expanding network to learn about and pursue new opportunities. Number 5 means that kailangan nating palawakin yung ating pagkilala or yung mga kakilala natin or connection. It can be sa ating mga kaibigan, it can be sa guro or kaklase or iba pang tao sa school. Kasi kapag marami tayong kakilala is maraming nalalaman na bagong bagay or opportunity, nag-o-open ng opportunity. Tulad ng like mga seminars, sa scholarship, sa school events, or even in the kahit sa trabaho for future. For instance, kung may kakilala tayong teacher na may alam sa training for students, so pwede nating ibabahagi niya ito sa atin or ipapaalam niya ito sa atin at pwede tayong sumali doon. Kapag wala naman tayong connection or even hindi tayong marunong makipaghalubilo is baka hindi tayo hindi natin malaman ang ganyang opportunity, di ba? Maraming mga opportunity na nagbubukas kapag marami tayong kasosyo or marami tayong kakilala. So number 6, of that gaining feedback and referrals from people who can personally attest work, skills, and qualities. So number 6 is, it is important na ang opinion ng mga taong nakakakilala sa ating trabaho. Maaari silang magbigay ng feedback para sa atin para mag-improve yung ginagawa natin or mag-recommend sa atin para sa isang opportunity. So ibig sabihin is tumatanggap tayo ng advices or comments mula sa mga taong nakakakilala sa atin at sa mga gawa natin. For instances, kapag nakita ng guro na magaling tayong mag-present, so maaari niya tayong i-recommend sa iba pang isang project or leadership role. Alright? Number 7, we have making the school truly a healthy and conducive learning environment. Here, making the school truly a healthy and conducive environment means that creating a school that is orderly and safe and comfortable for everyone. When teachers and students know how to treat each other well by listening, showing respect, and helping one another, learning become more, enjoyable and effective. There is no fighting, no fear, and everyone feels free to express their ideas. So they have the freedom to express themselves or their what inside them. Okay, let us proceed to types of social skills. First, we have effective communication, the ability to communicate effectively and share thoughts and ideas with students through group conversations, discussions, and etc. This is the teacher's ability to share ideas clearly and listen well during discussions. Example is, a teacher explains a lesson using simple words and asks questions to check if students understand yon. So during group work, the teacher encourages the students to speak up and share their thoughts. So yon, pinagbibigyan ni teacher na ma-express or mailabas ng students kung ano yung opinion nila, 'di ba? Para makipag-collaborate or yon. Number 2, conflict resolution, the ability to get to the source of the problem and find a workable solutions by weighing both sides from those involved with the goal of mediating for reconciliation. So here is number 2, it is our ability to solve problems or arguments calmly and fairly. Example, when two students argue about who should lead a group project, so the teacher will talk to both. So makikinig sa kanilang sa both sides and helps them agree on sharing responsibilities. So yun. Number 3, active listening. Ability to pay close attention to a student in times of counseling, introspection, and consultation. So this means that we are really focusing on what others saying. For instance, sa teacher naman is nakikinig, papakinggan nila yung sinasabi ng student without interrupting. Example is, a student opens up about feelings left out. So the teacher listens carefully and nods to show understanding and response with support and advice. Empathy. It is the ability to understand and identify the feelings of students in times of difficulty and trouble. Dito sa number 4, it is the ability of the teacher to understand and feel what students are going through, especially in the times of difficulty or trouble. For example, if a student is feeling sad due to personal issues, the teacher must listen with her concerns and offer support to help the students cope, right? So, dapat ganun yung ginagawa ni teacher. Number 5, relationship management. It is the ability to maintain relationship and build key connections with school stakeholders for the students' development. So, number 5, It is the ability of the teacher to maintain and strengthen the relationships with school stakeholders, yung parents, others for the benefit of students' development. Para naman ito sa benefit ng student development. So, for example, a teacher regularly communicates with parents, organizes school activities, and holds meetings to support the students' growth and success. So, yun yung relationship management. So, number 6, respect. This can be done by knowing when to initiate communication and respond during interactions or even in times of heated arguments and confrontations. So, number 6, this involves showing respect for others' time and opinions, and knowing when to speak and when to listen, especially in heated arguments or confrontations. Example, yun, dapat So, number 6 is, alam mo kung you are not interrupting when nagsasalita yung kasama mo. Irerespeto mo yung kanilang opinions, of course. Then, alam mo kung kailan at saan ka dapat magsasalita. For instance, during a disagreement, the teacher listens calmly, respects everyone's opinion, and avoids raising their voice, ensuring a peaceful and respectful resolution. Number 7, problem-solving skills. This involves seeking help, making effective decisions, and accepting consequences to derive better solutions to the problem. For example, if there is an issue with a group project, so the teacher helps students to think of solutions, ask for advice from experts, and learn to accept the steps necessary to move forward. Number 8, interpersonal skills, abilities of sharing, joining activities, asking for permission, and waiting for one's turn in every facet of school undertakings. Number 8, for example, ang example nito is the teacher teaches students properly etiquette. So, like not interrupting others and being patient when waiting for their return to speak or participate, right? So, improving social skills. Social skills can be improved by focusing on sustaining desirable attitudes and eliminating those undesirable ones through modeling, role-playing, and performance feedback mechanisms. Improving social skills. Social skills can be improved by focusing on sustaining desirable attitudes and eliminating those undesirable ones through modeling, role-playing, and performance feedback mechanisms. In addition, one may consider maintain eye contact. So, of course, we know that using proper body language, knowing the difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Here in number 3, of course, so ang pagiging assertive is dapat mahinahon at malinaw yung pagpapahayag natin ng opinion or yung feelings natin. For instance, like ganito, gusto ko po sanang humingi ng extension para sa assignment. So, ang pagiging aggressive naman is parang pilit or parang nagagalit ba? Or it can be parang bastos. Halimbawa, kapag bakit ang dami yung namang pinapagawang mga project, dapat natin i-practice ang assertiveness. Okay? So, number 4, selecting effective communication channels. So, here, it is important na piliin natin yung tamang paraan ng pag-uusap natin. For instance, kung seryosong usapan ang kailangan, dapat seryoso tayo. Kung simpleng paalala lang is pwedeng text or chat. So, piliin kung ano ang mas malinaw at magalang para sa sitwasyon. Number 5, being flexible. Of course, si teacher dapat flexible. Kasi hindi lahat ng bagay is naaayon lang sa plano natin. Kaya dapat marunong tayong mag-adjust as a future educator. For instance, kung biglang nagbago yung group activity, so huwag tayong agad magalit. maging open dapat tayo sa new roles or suggestion ng iba. Number 6, accepting criticism without being defensive. So, hindi lahat ng feedback is paninira. Minsan gusto lang tayong tulungan. Halimbawa, kung sinabi ng kaklase natin na siguro pwede mong lakasan pa boses mo sa presentation. So, huwag tayong agad masaktan. Dapat sabihin natin, salamat, subukan kong ayusin next time. 'Di ba? So, sa ganung paraan, maayos yung pakikipag-communicate natin. Parang we accept even masakit para sa atin. Para mabago pa natin yung sarili natin. Number 7, being teachable and good student in most instances. So number 7, we have to remain positive at all times. So kapag may challenge or problema, so we have to sikapin nating manatiling calm or positive. Halimbawa, kung hindi naging maganda ang result ng project, imbis na sisihin ng iba, sabihin natin na okay lang, natuto tayo. Next time, mas pagbubutihin pa natin. So, ganun, di ba? Number 8, being teachable and a good student in most instances. So, number 8, dapat maging open tayo sa pagkatuto. Kahit may alam na tayo, so halimbawa, kung tinuturuan tayo ng teacher or ng ating kaibigan para sa madaling paraan para gawin ang isang bagay, so huwag maging mayabang. Makinig at we have to accept, open it, ang mga new information na binibigay nila sa atin. Other ways that may help us follows. Number 1, behave as social person. So, dapat sikapin nating makihalubilo sa iba. Kahit simple lang, tulad ng pagbati ng hi, hello lang, or yung pag-smile natin, malaking tulong yan para maging approachable tayo. Number 2, start small if necessary. Kung nahihiya tayo, so magsimula muna tayo sa simpleng usapan lang. So for instance, makipagkwentuhan sa isang kaibigan. Kumbaga, bago sumali sa mga malalaking grupo. So, number 3, ask open-ended questions. Ito yung mga tanong na hindi lang masasagot ng oo o hindi. So halimbawa, anong ginagawa mo kapag wala kang pasok? So, mas mahaba ang usapan kapag ganito ang tanong. Number 4, encourage others to talk about themselves. So, halimbawa, sasabihin natin na, ang galing mo kanina sa report, paano ka naghanda? So, pinapakita nito na interested ka sa kanya at binibigyan mo siya ng chance para magsalita. Number 5, create goals for yourself. Halimbawa, ngayong linggo, kakausapin ko ang isang kaklase na hindi ko pa masyadong kilala. So, ang ganitong goal ay makakatulong para maging mas outgoing. Number 6, offer compliments generously. Offer compliments generously means magbibigay tayo ng sincere na papuri. Tulad ng, ang ayos ng handwriting mo, ganun, parang pinupuri mo siya. Then, ang ganda ng suot mo ngayon Then, nakakagaan yan ng loob sa mga kausap natin. Number 7, read books about social skills. So, makakatulong pagbabasa ng social skills ng aklat or articles na nagtuturo sa atin kung paano maging mas effective na kausap or kaibigan. Number 8, we have to practice good manners. So, gamitin ang po at opo. Please at thank you. Kapag may nakakatanda yung kausap natin, we have to use the good manners. So, magpakita tayo ng respect sa lahat ng oras. Pay attention to your body language. Halimbawa, iwasang tumingin sa orasan kapag may kausap tayo or wag tumutok sa cellphone kapag kinakausap tayo na parang nagmamadali tayo. Kasi dapat focus tayo sa kausap natin. Na number 10, join a social skills support group. Kung may available tayong sa school natin or sa community, so kailangan mag-join tayo sa mga organization. Makatutulong ito sa atin para ma-practice yung pakikisalamuhan natin sa conducive environment, of course. Number 11, stay up to date on current events. Kapag alam natin ang mga balita or trendings na topics, mas madali tayong makakasali sa usapan, lalo na sa mga group discussion. Number 12, identify and replace thoughts. Halimbawa, kung iniisip nating nakakahiya kapag tawanan tayo, so palitan natin yun na, kaya ko to, makikinig naman sila. So, ang mindset na yan is napakalaking effect nito sa pakikisalamuhan natin. Okay? So, let us proceed to the impact of social skills. Possessing social skill result to 1, better relationships. So, number 1, social skills help us connect and build strong bonds with others. When we know how to listen, share, and respect other people, we make friends more easily and maintain healthy relationships with classmates, with teachers, with families, and co-workers. Number 2, better communication. When we express ourselves clearly and listen carefully, we can avoid misunderstandings and solve problems quickly. So this leads to smoother conversations and stronger connections. Number 3, we have a greater efficiency. Working with others become easier when we have good social skills. So tasks are done faster and with better teamwork, especially in group projects or shared responsibilities. Number 4, we have advanced career prospects. Employers value people who can work well with others, so communicate effectively and handle social situations. So these skills can help us get better job opportunities or be promoted in the future. So dito naman is para naman sa career natin. So ina-advance natin yung sarili natin para matutunan yung isang bagay na magagamit natin sa future, sa pag-a-apply natin sa ating careers or sa ating mga job opportunities. Number 5, increase overall happiness. So being socially skilled help us feel more confident, reduces loneliness, yan, di ba? Kapag nakakasama natin yung mga taong malalapit sa atin, yung mga close friends natin, so nababawasan yung lungkot natin. And it makes us feel like we belong. This leads to greater happiness and emotional well-being. Emotional intelligence can bring about maintaining a healthy and purposeful relationship with others that may best depict a social literate person. So, ang emotional intelligence, it is our ability to understand and manage our own emotions, as well as we recognize and influence the emotion of others. According to Daniel Goleman, when we have a high EQ, we can recognize how we feel, understand why we feel that way, and notice how others are feeling too. These help us build and maintain healthy, meaningful relationships. So, being emotionally intelligent means we are aware that our emotions can affect how we behave and how others respond to us, either positively or negatively. So it also means that we learn how to handle our emotions and the emotions of others, and especially when we are under pressure. Okay? Goleman defines yon, sabi ko kanina. So number 1, we have to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions. Recognize and understand influence and emotions can drive behavior, impact and positively and negatively, and learning. Okay. Number 1, giving and receiving feedback. When we give feedback, it's important to express our thoughts or suggestions in a way that in a respectful and in constructive. Emotional intelligence help us stay calm and empathetic, making us sure we communicate in a way that doesn't hurt the other person's feelings but help them grow. On the other hand, when we receive feedback, EQ helps us. Our emotional quotient might be help us stay open and not take it personally. Number 2, meeting tight deadlines. We face tight deadlines. So when we face tight deadlines, Emotions like stress and pressure can make us feel overwhelmed. So, si emotional intelligence dito, or intelligence here is it helps us manage these feelings and stay calm and focus on the task at the hand. Instead na mag-panic tayo or mag-rushing, we can prioritize the task and break down the work into smaller steps and stay organized. Number three, dealing with challenging relationships. We deal with difficult or challenging relationships. Not all relationships are easy, alright? Whether with classmates or coworkers or family members, sometimes we face misunderstandings or conflicts or people who don't get along with us. With emotional intelligence, we learn to manage our reactions, stay patient, and approach the situation with empathy. Number four, not having enough resources. We don't have enough resources, for instance, whether it's time, money, or tools. There are times that we don't have enough resources to accomplish something. Emotional intelligence helps us stay positive and resourceful in these situations. So instead of feeling frustrated or helpless, we can think creatively about how to make the best use of what we have. Number five, dealing with change. We go through changes. So changes can be difficult for many of us. So whether it's a new environment, a new job, or even in a person changes. So the emotional intelligence is it helps us to cope up with uncertainty and transition. So we can manage any anxiety or fear that comes with change, adapt to new circumstances, and stay open-minded. So si EQ allows us to stay flexible and embrace new opportunities and learn from the experiences instead of we resist change or feeling overwhelmed. Number six, experiencing setbacks and failures. So here in life, we all face moments when things don't go as planned. Whether it's a project that didn't succeed, a goal we didn't meet, or an opportunity we missed. So the emotional intelligence is it helps us manage our emotions during these times. So we have the strategies for enhancing emotional intelligence. First, we have think about feelings. A person has to be sensitive to one's and others' feelings to come up with the right manner of approach or appropriate response. So dito, number one, think about feelings. So mahalaga ang pagiging aware sa ating sariling nararamdaman or even nararamdaman ng iba. So, ang kaalaman natin na ito is makakatulong para makapagbigay tayo ng tamang reaction sa mga situation. Halimbawa, kung ang isang teacher is alam niya ang pinagdadaanan ng student niya na nahihirapan siya, so mas magiging maunawain yung teacher sa pag-handle ng behavior ng student. Kung alam ng guro or teacher na ang sitwasyon ng student is magiging maingat na siya sa paglapit sa pagpapaliwanag sa mga sensitibong issue sa klase. Number 2, pause. This is about taking a moment to stop and think before doing anything to refrain from resorting to an unsound decision at the height of danger. Dito, of course, mahalaga ang maglaan tayo ng sandali or pause para huminto at mag-isip bago kumilos. Kapag ang ating emotion kasi is mataas, so gaya ng nagagalit tayo, so ang pagpo-pause is nagbibigay sa atin ng pagkakataon na mag-isip bago gumawa ng anumang desisyon upang maiwasan yung mga hindi ka nais-nais na effect. Halimbawa, kung ang teacher is galit sa isang student, so dahil sa hindi tamang ginawa, maaaring mag-pause muna siya or huminga ng malalim at mag-isip ng maayos na bagong magdesisyon para maiwasan yung hindi magandang reaksyon na maaaring magpalala ng sitwasyon. So, dapat, yun dito, kapag galit sa teacher, wag muna siyang magsalita. She must be, mag-pause muna siya para, hindi mahirapan or hindi siya makapagsabi ng masasamang words sa estudyante na pwedeng makasakit doon sa bata. So, number 3, strive to control one's thoughts. So, mahalaga ang kontrolin. Okay? Okay, so number 3, strive to control one's thoughts. This is controlling the reaction to emotions by focusing on one's thoughts in harmony with goals and values. So, mahalaga na kontrolin natin yung reaction and emotion natin sa pamamagitan ng pagtutok sa ating mga iniisip or align sa ating mga layunin at pagpapahalaga. So, halimbawa, kung may nangyaring hindi maganda sa klase, so tulad ng hindi pagkakaunawaan, so hindi tayo agad magre-react or hindi magre-react agad yung teacher. Sa halip is magfo-focus siya sa mga positive aspect ng situation at hahanapin yung opportunity na yon para matuto doon mismo. So, nakakatulong siya para mapanatiling kalmado at maayos yung pakiramdam ng both sides kahit na may mga challenges. Number 4, benefit from criticism. Criticism, even not delivered in a favorable way, it is an opportunity to learn and give an idea on how others think about you. So, criticism, even not delivered in a favorable way, is an opportunity to learn and give it an idea. Halimbawa, kapag may mas nakakatandang guro na nagbibigay sa atin ng negative comment tungkol sa ating trabaho, or even in our presentation, so huwag nating personalin yun. Sa halip is, we have to accept it, diba? Number 5, show authenticity. This is saying what we mean, what we say, and we have to stick on to our values and principles. This saying is what we mean, what we say, and what have to stick onto our values and principles. For instance, kapag may mga confrontation kasama ang mga magulang ng student, so dapat nating ipahayag ng malinaw at marespeto ang ating panig. So, panindigan natin ang tamang prinsipyo at dapat makatotohanan para maiwasan ang alitan or yung mga conflicts. Number 6, demonstrate empathy. Whenever we show empathy to others, such as understanding their thoughts and feelings, we can easily establish a connection with them. As a future teacher, we should reach out to students who are in their worst situation and try to understand them and feel as if we are in the same situation. So, for instance, kung may mga student na dumaranas ng matinding challenges, so dapat nating unawain ang kanilang kalagayan. So, damhin natin ang kanilang pinagdadaanan para parang tayo rin yung nasa kanilang sitwasyon mismo. Number 7, praise others. This is by way of acknowledging and appreciating others towards attaining self-fulfillment and building trust. So, si number 7 is, by doing that, so mas namomotivate or nai-inspire ang student para mag-strive. For example, so si teacher is magigive siya ng acknowledgement and praise sa students sa nagawa niyang magandang output that is worth recommending. So number 8, give helpful feedback. Although negative feedback may hurt one's feelings at some point, it can be turned constructive for one's improvement. Although, ganon, halimbawa, when we receive negative feedback from our superiors or sa ating mga teachers, we have to take it as a challenge toward becoming a better and stronger person. So, gawin natin yung inspirasyon. Number 9, apologize. Say sorry. Demonstrate humility as quality that will naturally win others as you value the relationship more than the ego. So, here, for example, whenever we commit mistakes in teaching, so whether big or small, there's nothing to lose when we apologize, even if at times doing it may seem to be very difficult. Number 10, forgive and forget. So, forgiving and forget prevent others from holding emotions and allowing one to move forward. For example, when we a student or a college hurt us, we should be ready to forgive and let go of the pains that somehow caused us. Yun, dapat matuto tayong magpatawad, 'di ba? Kasi wala naman mawawala sa atin kapag nagpatawad tayo. Number 11, keep our commitments. So, the habit of keeping one's word in things, either big or small, develops a strong reputation for reliability and trustworthiness. So, for example naman here is, when we are given tasks in the school, for instance, we make sure that we commit ourselves, our time and effort into it. Remember that opportunities may only come once. Therefore, we grab every opportunity that may come along our way, for it may be never come again. Number 12, help others. One way to positively win others is through helping them, because listening to and helping them can build trust and inspire them to follow. For example, is in every school activity, we have to find ways to help others accomplish our tasks successfully. So, in return, we will be grateful for our deeds. Number 13, protect ourselves from emotional sabotage. Um, Here, this is being wise enough in protecting ourselves when when someone attempt to manipulate our emotions or personal sake. For example, when we feel that someone has been excessively or wrong controlling our actions, so feeling and decisions in school. So stop it in any right but subtle and courteous way possible. Recommended tools in enhancing emotional intelligence. 1. Emotional literacy workshop. So these are the tools in enhancing our emotional intelligence. First, we have si emotional literacy workshop is isa siyang workshop na tinutulungan ang mga teacher kung paano makipag-usap sa mga student tungkol sa mga emotions at kung paano ito i-manage or kilalanin ang ating sarili at iba pa. So, sa workshop na yan, is tinuturuan ang mga teacher kung paano magbigay ng mga activities or discussions na magtuturo sa mga student kung paano tukuyin or ipaliwanag ang kanilang emotion. For instance, tuwing may problema sa klase, so tinutulungan ang mga bata na mag-isip kung anong nararamdaman nila at paano nila ito matutugunan sa maayos na paraan. Number 2, Emotional Literacy Museum. So, isa siyang self-directed na learning experience which is naglalaman siya ng iba't ibang activity or exhibit tungkol sa mga emotion at kung paano ito nire-regulate sa our health or katawan. So, ang mga student is nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon na mag-explore sa isang lugar which is na may mga exhibit. So, nagpapakita siya ng mga pagbabago sa physically dulot ng emotion. For instance, sa isang exhibit, so ipinapakita kung paano tumataas ang heart rate kapag may mga takot or kaba. So, at natututo ang mga student kung paano na ma-manage ang mga emotional na reaction sa pamamagitan ng relaxation at exercises. What else? Number 3, mixed emotions cards. So, si mixed emotions cards naman is isa siyang deck na mga cards na may mga naka-label na emotion at mga emotion which is magkasing kahulugan. So, ang mga student dito is pipili sila ng card mula sa deck at i-explain nila kung anong emotion ang kanilang nararamdaman. So halimbawa, kung ang card is guilty, so ang student ay tatanungin kung kailan sila nakaramdam ng ganong emotion at paano nila ito hinarap. So ang tool na ito is tumutulong sa mga bata para matutong tukuyin at ipaliwanag yung kanilang nararamdaman gamit ang different words and kasing kahulugan niya. Number 4, we have emotion cards. So, si emotion cards naman is meron siyang mga larawan ng mga mukha or nagpapakita ng emotions pero walang label. So, bawat student is bibigyan ng pagkakataon na magbigay ng pangalan sa nararamdamang emotion. So, sa activity na to or tool na to is ang mga student is pinapakita ang mga cards na may mga larawan ng mukha na nagpapakita ng different emotions. At sila ay tatanungin kung ano yung emotion na ipinapakita. So halimbawa, ang mukha is malungkot. Sasabihin ng student na malungkot siya dahil mukhang may pinagdadaanan. So ang layunin is matulungan ang mga student na maobserbahan at ma-interpret ang mga emotion ng iba. Number 5, we have the biodots. So, si biodots naman is maliit na sticker siya na kumikilos siya batay sa temperature ng katawan at pinapakita ang effect ng emotion sa isang physical na estado. So, ang mga student here is ikinakabit ang biodots sa kanilang katawan. It can be sa kanilang daliri or sa kamay. So, kapag sila is nakakaramdam ng emotion tulad ng kaba, ng takot. So, nagbabago yung kulay ng biodot. So, halimbawa, bago magsimula ang isang activity, so maaring maglagay ng biodot ang mga student at makita kung gaano kalakas ang kanilang emotional response sa pamamagitan ng pagbabago ng kulay at matuto sila kung paano mag-relax kapag sila ay na-stress. Number 6, bingo emotions. So, isang laro ng bingo na gumagamit ng mga emotion bilang numbers na tinatawag ng guro. So, pagkatapos ng laro, tatalakayin kung anong situation ang nauugnay sa bawat emotion. Sa bawat round ng laro is magbibigay ang guro ng isang emotion. Halimbawa, excited or it can be angry. So, ang mga student is tatanungin kung kailan nila nararanasan ang emotion na iyon. Halimbawa, kapag tinawag ang excited, so maaring magsabi ang student ng halimbawa ng isang sitwasyon kung saan sila ay sabik, tulad ng isang party or birthday celebration. So, makakatulong ang play na to or game na to na magkaroon ng mas malalim pa ng pag-unawa sa mga emotions sa mas masaya at interactive way. Number 7, we have the feeling faces. So, sa mga larawan ng mga totoong tao is nagpapakita ng emosyon. So, hihingin sa mga student na tukuyin kung ano ang emosyon na ipinapakita ng bawat mukha. Sa pamamagitan ng mga tunay na larawan ng tao, tinitingnan ng mga student kung kung anong emotion ang ipinapakita ng bawat isa, tulad ng happy or kalungkutan or it can be angry at iba pa. So halimbawa, ipapakita sa student ang isang larawan ng isang taong may ngiti at sasabihin nila na masaya siya. At pag-uusapan nila kung ano ang possible na dahilan ng kasiyahan ng isang tao sa larawan. So, makakatulong ang tool na to para mapalawak ang kanilang kakayahan at pag-intindi ng emosyon sa iba. Number 8, we have the 6 seconds emotional intelligence assessment. Sa isang pagsusulit na sumusukat kung paano ginagamit ng isang tao ang kanilang emotional intelligence. So, pagkatapos makuha ang result, makakakuha sila ng mga tips kung paano pa mapapabuti ang kanilang emotional intelligence. So, ang pagsusulit na ito is nagbibigay siya ng insight kung paano magre-react ang student sa mga emotional na situation at kung paano nila ine-express or nire-regulate yung kanilang damdamin. For instance, kapag ang isang student is may mataas na score sa self-regulation, ibig sabihin is mas mahusay sila sa pagpapamahala ng kanilang emotion sa stressful na situation. So, ang mga result ng pagsusulit is ginagamit para magbigay ng mga practical na tips para mapabuti ang emotional intelligence. Number 9, the zoo. Animal workshop. It is an animal workshop. So, isa siyang activity kung saan ginagaya ng mga student ang galaw at ugali ng hayop. At pagkatapos is magre-reflect sila tungkol sa kanilang karanasan at ipapaliwanag kung anong emotion or behavior ang kanilang naranasan. So, sa activity na to is pipili ang mga students ng isang hayop na kanilang gagayahin tulad ng leon, rabbit, or it can be turtle. So, pagkatapos nilang gayahin ang hayop, tatanungin sila kung paano nila nararamdaman habang ginagawa yun. So, halimbawa, kung pinipili nilang maging leon, or lion, maaari nilang sabihin, nararamdaman ko ang lakas at tapang. So, sa pamamagitan nito is natututo silang mag-reflect at mag-connect sa isang sariling mga damdamin and yung mga attitude or behavior nila. So, that's all my report, and Nasria will continue the other tools in enhancing emotional intelligence.
Let's proceed to the number 10 in recommended tools in enhancing emotional intelligence. So, the number 10 is the face workshop. So, ang face workshop is isa ito siyang activity na by partner. So, each partner is they face each other while nagpapakitaan sila ng iba't ibang facial expressions and qualities. At pagkatapos na magpakita ng kanilang iba't ibang facial expression, ang bawat isa sa kanila ay magbibigay ng kanilang reflections kung anong napansin nila sa bawat binigay na facial expression ng kanilang partner. So, okay. The number 11 is the machine transformer. So, dito naman ay isang activity din na grupo. So, bawat participant sa grupo ay kailangan nilang mag-transform sa isang na-assign sa kanila na machine or vehicle. So, yung ibang members ay sila yung magiging iba't ibang parts ng machine or vehicle para pantay-pantay sila. So, bawat member ay may assign sa kanila. So, ito yung sinasabi ko na pantay-pantay sila. So, sa lahat ng groups or yung member, lahat ng members dun sa group ay may task sa kanila. Then, after ng activity na yun, ang bawat isa sa kanila ay i-share nila ang experience nila through reflect. I-share nila kung ano yung naging experience nila sa kanilang nakuhang task or na-assign sa kanila. So, okay, the number 12 is the tower building. Dito naman ay grupo din ito siya na activity. Groups will be tasked to build a tower gamit ang pop sticks and straw. So, ang grupo dito or ang bawat grupo dito ay na-assign na magpatayo or gumawa ng tower. So, ang gagamitin nilang requirements or materials ay pop sticks and the straw. So, ang goal nila dito sa pagpapatayo ng tower is to make tallest and strongest tower of all. Then, after nilang magawa ang tower na yon, then kung ang grupo mo or ang grupo nilang pinakamalakas or may matibay na gawa, ay i-share nila kung paano nila nagawa yon. So, for instance, nagawa nila yon kasi nagtulungan sila, nag-teamwork sila kung paano natin gawin or kung anong gagawin natin sa materials na para makagawa tayo ng mas pinakamatibay sa lahat ng grupo. Mas pinakamatibay na tower sa lahat ng grupo. So, ganun yun siya. And then, the number 13 is the building me a house. So, building me a house, it is also a group activity. Each participants of the group is tasked to build a house gamit ang kahit anong available na materials around them. So, ang group nila or ang bawat grupo dito ay natasang gumawa ng isang bahay gamit ang mga materials na nakapaligid sa kanila. Pwedeng, kung merong nakapaligid sa kanila carton or yung mga straws, pwede nilang gawing material yun sa paggawa ng bahay. So, the goal of each participants is to make strongest house. Ang goal nila ay gumawa ng mas pinakamalakas na house. Kung paano nila nagawa yun. Then, after that, the facilitator. So, habang gumagawa sila is may isang facilitator, pwedeng si teacher yata. Then after that, the facilitator will suddenly destroy the house made by the group. So pagkatapos nila is, yung facilitator is gigibain niya yung house na nagawa nila, sisirain. And observe the members' emotions and reaction and let them express their feelings and thoughts. So, obserbahan ng facilitators yung magiging reactions or yung magiging emotions ng members habang sinisira ni facilitator yung gawa nilang house. Then, at the end, each one will draw realizations, lessons, and values for reflection. So, after ng activity na yon is bawat isa ay gagawa na sila ng realization nila, lessons, and values. Number 14, internalization activity. So, ang activity na to is gagawin siya sa isang room na madilim na ang ilaw lang ay kandila. So, this is an activity that helps participants to reflect on narration. So, may isang facilitator doon. Halimbawa si teacher, facilitator siya doon. So, papapasukin yung lahat ng participants doon sa madilim na room na yun, ang ilaw lang ay candle. Then si teachers ay magpe-play siya ng background music habang nagkukwento si teacher. Habang nagkukwento si teacher ay magpe-play siya ng background music para ma-feel ng mga students yung mga sinasabi niya or yung mga kwento niya. Then after ng kwento na yon is everyone can express his or her emotions and feelings. So, pagkatapos ng activity na yon or kwento na yon doon sa isang madilim na room is bawat participant ay i-share nila or express nila kung ano yung na-feel nilang emotions or feeling. Pwedeng sama ng loob, pagsisisi, paghihirap, or disappointments, or even the sadness na na-feel nilang kwento ng facilitator nila. Last one in recommended tools in enhancing emotional intelligence is the mirroring and unmasking activity. So dito sa activity na to is each participant shall prepare a piece of paper and put it at his or her back. So bawat participant is magpe-prepare sila ng a piece of paper at ididikit nila ito sa kanilang likod. So, si facilitator o si teacher ay uutos siya ng mag-circular formation yung mga participant or yung mga students. So, everyone has to write that person's negative attitude on that paper. So, makatapos nila mag-formation ng below is bawat participant ay magsusulat ng negative attitude nung classmate nila na nasa likod nila yung papel. Then everyone will be given time to see those feedbacks and reflect on them while they are, and also given a chance to express themselves. So pagkatapos nun, magsulat nila is bibigyan din ng bawat isa na makita kung ano yung naging feedback sa kanila ng kanilang kaklase. Kung ano yung nasulat sa kanilang likod or anong laman ng papel na dinikit nila sa kanilang likod, kung ano yung mga negatives attitudes nila. And bibigyan sila ng pagkakataon na ma-express yung sarili nila kung bakit ganun sila or kung bakit ganun yung mga negative attitudes nila. So, then after that, ang mga negative na mga feedback na yun ay tatawaging mga maskara na pupunitin at susunugin sa pagtatapos ng activity. So yung mga negative feedback sa kanila na nasulat sa papel ay tatawagin daw maskara. Then pupunitin yun siya at susunugin sa pagtatapos ng kanilang activity. At sila ay dadalhin sa isang panalangin para sa sariling pagbabago at pagre-renew. So, after masunog yon is i-facilitate naman sila ng kanilang teacher at dadalhin sila sa isang panalangin para daw sa kanilang pagbabago at pag-renew. Kumbaga, pag-renew sa kanilang mga, kung ano yung nasulat na bad attitude sa'yo or yung mga negative is babaguhin mo yun or aalisin mo yun. So that's all for the recommended tools in enhancing emotional intelligence. So the next one is 10 characteristics of an emotionally intelligent person's Connors 2018. The first one is empathy, is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing from within their frame or reference. So, for instance, dito is may friends ka na nagkwento about sa'yo na may pinagdadaanan ka. So, tutulungan mo siya or i-guide mo siya or mag-uusap kayo na ganito ganyan ang gawin niya. Hindi lang yung sasagot ka lang, ganun ba yun? Kaya mo yan. Dapat kasi is, for instance, yung friend mo is namatay yung alaga niyang pusa, ang sasabihin mo, oh, I feel that kasi namatayan din ako ng pusa. Pero ang gawin mo lang is ganyan-ganyan or mag-alaga ka ulit ng pusa para masabing pinadamayan mo siya. The Greater Good Science Center in UC Berkeley laid down two different types of empathy, namely affective empathy and cognitive empathy. The affective empathy is the ability to share another person's feelings. You feel what they feel, experiencing their emotions as if they were your own. It's about emotional mirroring. Kumbaga parang napipil mo kung ano yung napipil ng isang person, kung ano yung kanilang feelings about their emotions. Parang napipil mo yung affective. Parang na-affect ka. And the cognitive empathy is, this is the ability to understand another person's perspective and feeling intellectually. You can see things from their point of view, but you don't necessarily feel their emotions yourself. It's about mental understanding. Nakikita mo kung paano sila nasasaktan sa kanilang point of view or kung paano nila sinasabi sa yung problema nila, pero hindi mo siya napipil. Naiintindihan mo lang siya. Di gaya ng affective is parang nailalagay mo yung sarili mo doon sa emotion na yun or feelings mo na yun. Dito sa cognitive is naiintindihan mo lang kung ano yung problema nila, hindi mo na-feel. Then the number 2 is self-awareness. It is the art of understanding oneself, recognizing the stimuli that he or she faces and preparing how to manage him or herself both in proactive and reactive manner. So, dito naman ay ang pag-unawa mo sa sarili mo, kung paano mo kilalanin ang iyong sarili, kung paano mo kaharapin or kung how to manage, paano mo i-manage ang yung sarili, paano mo ihaharap yung sarili sa mga mangyayaring problema sa kasalukuyan at kung paano mo i-handle yung mga nangyayaring sitwasyon sa ngayon. Then the number 3 is curiosity. It is one's willingness to learn and improve. When one is curious, he or she is passionate and therefore he or she is driven to desire to be at his or her best. So, kung kapag ikaw ay mausisa or through that curious is parang nawiwiling ka na alamin or i-learn or improve mo yung sarili mo kasi nga curious ka na paano kung gagawin ko yung bagay na yun. Through that is pwede mong ma-enhance yung kagalingan mo sa isang bagay or pwedeng mas maipakita mo pa yung best mo sa isang bagay na curious ka dun. Number 4 is analytical mind. It pertains to being critical thinker that analyzes and processes all new information that comes his or her way and see if they can extract ways to improve. So, dapat talaga tayo maging critical thinker tayo na dapat hindi lang sapat na kung may na-adapt ka ng information ngayon ay sapat na yun. Dapat is kung may dapat ka pang improve para mas magaling ka or mas marami ka pang makuha ng information na makakatulong din naman sa'yo is kailangan mo siyang critical thinker, mag-isip ka kung paano mo siya ma-improve. And the fifth is the belief, is the power of believing in oneself both at present and the future. Ito ay tungkol sa pagtanggap or pag-handle mo sa mga problema mo both present at the futures. Kung paano mo paniniwalaan yung sarili mo. Then the number 6 is needs and wants. It is something to discern between things that one needs versus things that he or she just wants and establishing needs prior to fulfilling wants. So, dito naman is kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng kinakailangan or kung yung mga gusto mo lang, dapat ilagay mo sa sarili mo na mas kailangan mo punahin muna yung mga pangangailangan mo or yung mga kinakailangan mo bago yung gustuhan mo lang. So the next one in 10 characteristic of an emotionally intelligent person is the number 7, which is the fashion. So syempre sa characteristic ng of an emotionally intelligent person is dapat may fashion ka. It is the natural desire, instinct, drive, ambition, and motivated love for a subject or someone para magustuhan ka ng ibang tao, para magustuhan ka ng mga ibang person ay dapat may fashion ka. Then the number 8 is optimism. It is about maintaining a positive attitude that may increase one's opportunities, improve relationship, and think clearly and constructively. Dapat mayroon kang optimism as a person para i-maintain mo yung positive attitude mo para magustuhan ka ng mga tao, para mag-increase pa yung mga opportunity mo, ma-improve yung mga relationship mo dun sa mga tao na yun. And then the number 9 is adaptability. It is an important recognition and the ability to make or remake decision in one's best. So, kapag nakagawa ka na ng decision mo, kung may ayusin ka pa dun or may magiging resulta pang best yun, is pwede mo siyang i-remake yung decision mo to make adaptability. Mas maging kaaya-aya siyang tignan or as a person. Then the last one in characteristic of an emotionally intelligent person is the desire to help others succeed. Of course, it is becoming interested and appreciative of the success and achievement of others. So maging matulungin ka or kung ano lang yung nakaya nilang itulong sa iyo sa person is maging interesado ko or appreciative, ma-appreciate mo yon at maging masaya ka sa kanilang achievement. Maging masaya ka sa achievement ng other person na yon. Let's proceed to the people skills. People skills like emotional intelligence and social skills. People skills have been widely used in demonstrating social literacy at home, in school, or anywhere that a person may be. So, ang people skills daw ay parang yung emotion mo, yung talino mo, yung mga kasanayan mo. Bilang isang tao, pwede mong gamitin yung kakayahan mo sa school, sa bahay, or kahit saan as a person. Puro lang talino mo, pwede mong gamitin yung katalinuhan mo sa school, sa bahay, kung paano mo i-handle ang isang problema or kung paano mo gagawin yung mga isang bagay. Para din siyang people skill. Kahit saan ay pwede mo siyang dalhin dahil kakayahan mo yun. Pwede mo siyang i-apply kahit saan. So according to Wikipedia, people skills are patterns of behavior and behavioral interactions. So pattern daw siya ito ng pag-uugali at yung kung paano ka makipag-ugnayan sa ibang tao. Pattern daw siya ng pag-uugali at kung paano ka makipag-ugnayan. In short, yung pag-uugali mo bilang isang tao and paano mo iugnay yung kakayahan mo sa ibang tao. For Thompson 2009, this is an area of exploration about how a person behaves and how he or she is perceived irrespective of his or her thinking and feeling. So dito naman is kung paano ka nakikita ng mga tao, yung kakayahan mo as a people or as a person, yung people skills mo, kung paano nila nakikita yung kakayahan mo bilang tao. People skills can also be defined in 3 sets of abilities. The first one is personal effectiveness or about how one comes across with others. The second is interaction ability or how well one predicts and decodes behavior and intercept easily or ability to lead, influence, and build bridges between people. In general, Portland Business Journal describes people skills as number 1, ability to effectively communicate, understand, and empathize. So, kakayahan mo makipag-communicate, umintindi at makiramay sa tao. The second one is ability to interact with others respectfully. Makipag-interact ka ng may respect para maiwasan ng conflict. at ma-maximize or mapatas yung pagkakaunawaan ng bawat tao. Then, the third is ability to build sincerity and trust. Ability na mag-build kayo ng sincere at pag-trust, yung tiwala sa bawat isa. To moderate behaviors. Yung moderate na maging mahinaon, huwag padalos-dalos para maiwasan yung mga hindi magandang bagay. And enhance agreeableness. Kumbaga, kung pag-usapan nyo muna kung agree ba ang lahat sa naging desisyon ng isa or hindi. Let's proceed to the educational impact of people skills. People skills are important for teachers and effective classroom management. Knowing how to communicate and teach people instead of simply teaching their subjects will make a difference in the classroom. Bolton 2009. So, yung people skills ay mahalaga sa mga guro para makapagturo sila ng maganda sa classroom. Knowing how to communicate sa pamamagitan ng kanilang skills is makapagtuturo sila kung paano nila i-apply yung mga skills nila sa pagtuturo at paano nila maituturo yung subject nila sa kanilang sariling kakayahan, yung kanilang skills as a person, yung people skills nila as a tao na kanilang skills, kung paano nila i-handle yung mga bata sa loob ng classroom. Nasa sa kanila na yun, sa galing ng kanilang skills kung paano mag-handle ng mga bata. In general, people skills are essential part of work, life, and social success. When one has strong people skills, so sa pangkalahata daw is mahalaga daw ang people skills sa ating mapawork man, buhay, or sa pagiging success natin. So, kapag daw ang tao may taglay na people skills ay hindi na siya or hindi na niya kakayang presenta ang kanyang sarili, maging may presenta na niya ang kanyang sarili sa public. This is the pitch him or herself. Then, second one is overcome and social anxiety. Kumbaga, kaya na niya makipagsalamuha sa maraming tao sa public. Then, the third one is communicate ideas. So, habang nakikipagsalamuha siya, is kapag may idea siya, is kaya na niyang i-share yung kanyang idea. And the last one is influence others positively. Pwede na pang maging tulay yun, yung pagiging self-confidence na is pwedeng ma-adapt nung ibang mahihain yung pagiging positive niya. Next is strategies in obtaining good people skills. McRae 2019 present the following strategies in maintaining good people skills, which are essential in a meaningful, joyful, and purpose-driven life that teachers also need to know. The first one is good communication skills. Strong people skills in the communication area include the ability to take in information, clarify comments, and participate in effective verbal and written exchanges. So, as a good people skills is you have the good communication skills. Magaling kang makipag-communicate or makipagsalamuha sa ibang tao. Between in effective verbal or written exchanges, yung sa paraan ng pagsasalita mo, or pwede rin sa written exchanges, yung pagsusulat, magaling ka makipag-communicate. Pwede siyang sa essay, or pwede siyang sa, yung effective verbal is pwede siya sa public speaking. The second one is conflict resolution skills. Having the ability to mediate disputes and resolve conflict among others is an important personal and professional skills. So, conflict resolution skills, kumbaga magaling ka mag-ayos na mga conflict. Having the ability to mediate dispute, resolve conflict among others, kaya mo ayusin yung conflict ng ibang tao or tumulong ka. Kasi isa yun sa important personal and professional skills. As a personal is, kailangan mong tumulong para naman yun sa kabubuti mo. Then, the third one is the value of patience. Patience is an exceptional people skill that is valuable in every profession. So, dapat lang na maging patient ka sa lahat ng bagay. Isa yun sa people skills. The fourth one is tolerance and understanding. Having tolerance and understanding for the differences of other leads to success. Kumbaga, maging tolerance ko or yung understanding ka, hindi lamang sa porket ito kaibigan mo siya, then yun hindi is magiging bias ka sa pagtrato sa kanila. Dapat hindi kahit na magkaiba or yun sasabihin na natin sa relihiyon ng isa, ito siya Christian and the isa is Islam. Dapat hindi ka magiging biased kung paano mo siya i-understand yung kanilang religion. So, in general, there are 5 A's to improve people's skills. So, sa pangkalahatan daw is ito yung mayroon daw 5 A's para ma-improve ang people's skills. The first one is acceptance. Dapat maging acceptance ka. The third one is appreciation. Maging mapag-appreciate ka. The third one is approval. Maging approval ka din. The fourth one is admiration. Maging admire ka sa kaya lang gawin ng kapwa mo. So, kumbaga, kung ano lang yung kaya nilang gawin, kung ano lang yung skills na kaya nila, is maging admire ka doon. The five one is attention. Maging attainable ka kung ano lang yung skills na kaya nila. The next one is the 10 essential people skills to succeed. Ito daw yung mga essentials or mga kakayahan ng mga people skills para maging success sila. The first one is being socially assertive. Kung paano ka makipagsalamu sa ibang tao. Kung paano mo express yung sarili mo, yung pagiging assertive mo. Kung gaano ka kagaling makipagsalamu sa ibang tao. I-express mo yung opinion mo sa kapwa mo. The second one is crafting a memorable presence. Mas makikita kanila sa presensya mo at mas magugustuhan kanila through sa paggawa mo ng memorable presence. The first one is mastering communication. Kung gaano ka kagaling mag-master or makipag-usap. The first one is sustaining lasting confidence. Kung gaano ka kagaling makipag-communicate is ganun din kalakas yung confidence mo makipagkausap or makipagkapwa sa tao. The fifth one is being an excellent conversationalist. Kung magaling ka sa confidence is kung may confidence ka kasi is may share mo or masasabi mo yung gusto mong lahat sabihin. So, in being an excellent conversationalist is we have the most interactions happens in 3 levels. The first one is the first 5 minutes. This is the first impression and the time to decide if someone is worth getting to know. So, dito sa first 5 minutes na to is para makipagkikilala ka pa lang or kung bawat isa sa inyo ay kikilalaan nyo pa lang ang sarili ng bawat isa. The second one is the first 5 hours. This is moving fast first impression into rapport building. Kumbaga may communication na kayo, nakikipag-communicate na kayo, may trust na kayo sa isa or sa bawat isa. Then the third one is the first 5 days. This is the final and ultimate level of trust and connection. Dito naman is since kilala niyo ang bawat isa or nakipag-usap na kayo, may trust na kayo, dito naman since ultimate na yung level of trust and connection. Kumbaga may connection na kayo, may trust na kayo sa bawat isa. Even hindi kayo nakikita or through kwan lang is nakapag-uusap na kayo kasi may trust na kayo sa bawat isa. Number 6 is being highly likable. So, para magustong ka ng maraming tao is hindi mo na kailangan pa magkipagplastikan. Kung ano yung ugali mo is yun na yung pakita mo para mas magustuhan ka nila. Then, the 7th one is being exceptional at decoding emotions. Ang mga taong mahusay sa pag-unawa or kung gaano sila kagaling mang-unawa ng ibang tao is ganun din daw sila kagaling mag-intindi ng nararamdaman ng ibang tao. Then, 8 is pitching ideas. Pag share ng ideas mo, share mo yung mga ideas mo. Then, number 9 is being charismatic. Kung gaano ka charisma sa yung skills, kung gaano ka kagaling. Then, the last one is being an influential leader. Kung gaano ka ka-influensya bilang isang leader. Then, integrating socio-emotional literacy into the curriculum. Integrating socio-emotional literacy into the curriculum, schools that wants to teach socio-emotional learning but confined with classroom time can take social, emotional, and moral inventory of what students are currently learning by involving. So, ang pagsasama daw ng socio-emotional literacy sa curriculum ng mga paaralan na gusto magturo ngunit limitado sa oras ay maaaring gawin daw sa pamamagitan ng pagsusuri ng mga natutunan ng mga bata o ng mag-aaral. Sa social, emotional at moral inventory ay maaari daw isama rito ang mga sumusunod. Ang mga sumusunod na ito ay a person's emotional life, kung paano mo daw pag-unawa or pag-process ng sariling damdamin or ng iba. The second one is an ethical dilemma, pag-ayos ng mga sitwasyon na may kinalaman sa kung ano ang tama at mali. The third one is a situation calling for compassion, pagpapakita ng empathy or pag-unawa. The fourth one is a societal challenge, pag-unawa sa mga isyung panlipunan. The fifth one is the ethical use of knowledge, makatarungang paggamit ng kalaman, kung paano mo gagamitin yung knowledge mo. The sixth one is cross-group interactions, kung paano mo gawing positive relation ng isang grupo na magkaiba ng pananaw. And the lesson is an implicit pro-social concept, pagpapakita ng kabutihan. Lang po nagtatapos ang aming report ni Hasana, and thank you.